In this video, we'll be going over the syllabus. We'll be touching on the highlights and not reading the entire thing. It's important for you to go back through the syllabus yourself, read it thoroughly, and if you have any questions, talk to your instructor. The Emporium math classes cover math 94, 98, and 99. If you're going into an MAP class after this class, you should complete at minimum Math 94. If you intend to take statistics or math and society, you need to complete through Math 98. And if you continue down a STEM pathway, you will need to complete through Math 99. In this class, you will be required to access a website called WAMAP. WAMAP can be accessed from both the campus and from home via the internet. This is the website right here. There are some specific things you'll need for this class. They are required and they do get covered by financial aid. The first one is the Emporium Model Math Courses Workbook. It's a blue book and you can purchase that in the bookstore. You'll need to purchase an MP3 headset if you don't have one already. It can be any brand, but it does need to be able to plug into the computers. You'll also need a calculator. It needs to be a TI-30X-IIS. These are available for purchase at the bookstore. Just important that it is this one and not another one. Your instructor could ask you to stop a test if you're using the wrong calculator, so do keep that in mind. Attendance is extremely important. Poor attendance will result in you failing the class. It's not an online class, so we do keep track of attendance every day. This is a minimum pace class. That means every day you need to be getting through one section and completing one homework section. This could be anywhere from 3 to 5 videos that you watch each day, and then do the practice problems with that video, and then go through and do the homework for that day. This is not self-paced. However, we have created a minimum pace to allow you to get through all the content in one quarter for a regular 5-credit class. It is possible and pretty common for students to get through 2 classes in one quarter if they double up their homework each night. We do have some students who have completed all 3 classes, Math 94, 98, and 99, in one quarter. So if you're interested in doing that, talk to your instructor and let them know, and they can give you an accelerated pace calendar. Since this is a 5-credit class, it's understood that you'll be spending at minimum 5 to 10 hours outside of class on the course material. If you don't think that you can spend that much time or dedicate that much time to this class, you might consider withdrawing and taking it another quarter. We really want you to be successful. If for any reason you do not complete all your work in the quarter or you fail the class, we do delete all your work from that quarter and you will have to start over again where you started this quarter. Here's the good news though. If you do pass the class, we save all that work and you can start where you left off this quarter. In an Emporium classroom, there is no use for a cell phone, so please put them away and don't get them out. We do not want you using your cell phones for anything in class. They're considered a distraction and they're also disruptive to the other students. If you are expecting an emergency call, very respectfully, slip out of the classroom to answer it. You should not be listening to music on your phone or accessing the internet or texting or anything else using your phone. If your instructor sees you with your phone out, they can ask you to leave and you could be marked absent for the day because of the use of the cell phone in the class. Let's talk about how the Emporium model courses work. In the Emporium model, you will watch a video and the video will show you a new concept in mathematics. Once you've watched that practice problem, you will do 2 practice problems. All this work will be written down by you in your workbook. Once you've completed that, you'll move on to the next video. You cannot move on to the next video until you do those 2 practice problems. After you do several videos for that day, you'll get to a homework. The homework assignment will be between 10 and 20 problems. When you've completed that homework, you're done for the day. You must earn a score of 80% or better on your homework to be able to move on to the next day's work. After you've completed your lessons for that unit, you'll take a practice test. The practice test needs to be completed to at minimum 80% to be able to take the test. I like to tell students that if they want to be very confident and successful with their test, they should take the practice test at least once, maybe 2 or 3 times. This will ensure that you've seen a lot of problems and you're very confident about the material in that unit before you take your test. Once you've taken your test, your overall weighted total for the unit should be a 75% or more. If it's not a 75% or more, you need to work on bumping up your scores or maybe retaking the test. Proficiency exams are Unit 6, 12, and 18. Unit 6 is the proficiency exam for Units 1 through 5. That means that you will be tested to show that you do have proficiency for all content in Unit 1 through 5. Unit 12 shows mastery of Units 7 through 11, and the proficiency exam in Unit 18 proves that you are proficient in content from Unit 13 through 17. If then you look through your workbook and you decide that you don't need to relearn content, you can take a pre-test. The pre-test allows you to show that you can do all that work and you can skip all the videos and homework for that unit. The only catch is that you have to show that you know at least 85% of the material by getting an 85% on that test. So make sure that you are very confident about taking a pre-test if you decide to go that route. The withdraw policy in an Emporium class is pretty simple. You want to make sure you know when the last day to withdraw is and make sure you don't miss that deadline. Instructors in the Emporium do not sign late withdrawals. Check your syllabus for when the withdraw date is. Don't miss that date. Test retakes are available for students who maybe didn't pass that unit, but you do need to talk to your instructor about what kind of work they might require you to do before you can retake the unit. It's not a common practice for students to just take the test over and over and over and over again and just keep getting the same score. You usually need to work through at least the practice test one time and maybe some of the homework sections before you retake a test. So make sure you know what your instructor is expecting of you before you leave for the day if you didn't pass a test. Make sure you put a name on your test and label all the problems when you are testing. If it looks like math art and there's no name, it's probably going to get thrown away. So be neat and put the name on your test. Don't cheat in this class. If you cheat or appear to be cheating, your instructor may refer you to the Vice President of Instruction. You need to be honest. And if you're not and it looks like you're cheating, you may be asked to leave the classroom and you may be put in front of academic probation counsel. So make sure you don't even look like you're cheating in the classroom. If for any reason there's technical support issues or you can't access WAMAP or you can't access the internet on the campus, please stand by and we'll do our best to accommodate that and fix that problem as soon as possible. You can also contact them off campus if you're having trouble logging into your student account at 509-793-2206. Finally, let's talk about support services. Your instructor is your best support system. They know your situation and they can tailor their answers for you specifically. In addition to that, there's the STEM Center just through the doors, connecting the Emporium lab to the STEM Center, and we have tutors available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, and we do also have tutors on Thursday. They are available from 8 to 4:45 p.m. On Friday we are open from 8 to noon. So make sure you use that resource. It is free and it is available to any student who just goes in there and logs in and starts working. Student Support Services is in the 1400 building and they are available for additional help. There are peer tutors available as well. You just need to make sure you qualify for that through financial aid or any other type of documentation. We're glad you're in the class and we hope that you are a very successful student. Again, make sure you read through the entire syllabus and understand it, because it is a contract between you and your instructor. Good luck.